back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be trying a new video out for you guys. And if it does pretty well, then we're probably going to make this into a series. But this video is 8 things to know about having a family of 4 kids, including a pair of twins. Now, this is just based on my own life and my own experiences. Although I'm sure that that a lot of the things are still similar to other families. So if you don't agree with some of the things, that's fine, but this is what works for my family. But anyways, so like I said, if this video does well, I got a few ideas for other videos. And let's get started. Okay, so my number 1 would be that they always slam doors. I'm just kidding. Okay, so my number 1 is that I'm pretty sure this goes for any size family, but all your kids will be different. Like, they might have similar interests and traits and stuff, but mostly all your kids are going to be very different people. I know that my twins are pretty much as opposite as you can get. One likes to dress up in dresses and necklaces and pretty things, and the other one likes to play in the dirt and doesn't care if she gets covered in mud. So yeah, pretty opposite. And the funny thing is they can even look completely opposite too. Like, my 2 older ones both have brown hair and like hazel or brown eyes. And then our younger ones, the boy actually has blondish red hair and blue eyes, and the little girl has brown hair and blue eyes, which you'll kind of see in these pictures right here that I'm kind of showing throughout this. And yeah, so, but they all have their own unique things to love about them. So yeah, that's my number 1. My number 2 is that somebody is always fighting. And I mean, I don't mean to say that like it's, you know, fighting all day long, but at least once or twice or more a day, somebody's gonna have some disagreement about something. When you get all 4 of them together, there's usually going to be some kind of conflict between 2 of them or 3 of them, or sometimes all 4 of them. So yeah, there will always be someone arguing or fighting, or, you know, the classic, she touched my toy, or something like that. So yeah, someone will always be fighting. Fix my lighting a little bit. I felt like I looked like way too yellow. But okay, so my number 3 is pretty obvious one, but it is extremely expensive. I mean, anything you have 6 people total is going to be expensive. But yeah, so having 4 kids is extremely expensive. The clothes, the food, the toys, the holidays. If you want to go to like the zoo or something, you're going to at least spend over $100 in just to get in and food, and that's just like a generalized thing of what I know I would pay. So yeah, it gets expensive. And don't get me wrong, there's things that I do to cut down on the expenses. Like, we get a lot of secondhand clothes, and you know, sometimes those are still brand new because they still have the tags on them, but that cuts down on the clothing expenses. And then you know, we get a lot of like, you know, secondhand toys. And then like when it comes to like the grocery bill and, you know, other products, I use a lot of coupons and stuff. And yeah, so there's a way to help save money so it doesn't get quite as expensive, but it still costs a really pretty piece, especially if you want to go anywhere and do anything. So yeah, my number 4 would happen to be a kind of obvious one too, but they will always have someone to play with. And I mean, my 2, the twins, play with each other. They have ever since they were little babies. And you know, the 2 younger ones always play together, but then the 2 pairs, you know, play with each other too. I mean, sometimes one of the older sisters will come down and play with the little brother and sister. And so you know, I'm not a highly sociable person. I'm actually pretty introvert. And so I don't really have a lot of friends that I can really, you know, take my kids out to their house and play with and stuff. And my siblings, I'm the oldest, so they don't really have kids yet. So, you know, luckily they have kids to play with who live in the very same house as them. So I think that's a definite plus. Okay, so my number 6 is that you need to declutter at least, and that's at least, twice a year. What was that? At least. But yeah, that's just the minimum that I was suggesting. But I do like, I guess, the major declutter twice a year. When, you know, I take the winter stuff and I put it away, and we bring out the, you know, warmer weather stuff. And then when we do that, I normally go through and, like, I'll pack away the stuff that I know that they'll fit into the next winter season. And then either donate or sell or do a yard sale if it's spring, you know, if it's summertime. The stuff that I know they won't fit into anymore. And then the same thing when I'm pulling out the summer stuff to see if, you know, there's anything that got left behind that they won't be able to wear anymore. So that's just like the major decluttering on the clothes twice a year. But I do also do it a lot in between, like when we're doing laundry. Sometimes I'll find, you know, stuff that I know is way too small for them. And the toys, I would have to say I definitely declutter that more than twice a year, because I think I do that at least after every birthday or like holiday. So like, you know, definitely after Christmas. Actually before Christmas I do a toy declutter, so there's room for the new stuff. And then after birthdays and stuff, you know, I'll go through and and see if there's anything that they don't play with anymore. If they don't, same thing, I'll sell or donate it. But yeah, I would suggest that, you know, a large family should do a declutter at least twice a year, and that's just the minimum. I do it more times than that. So for number 6, and I'm sure I'll probably get some dislikes on this one, but this is what works for my family. But tablets or phones, whatever, are your best friend. When you have 4 kids, and especially like mine where they're all under 10, and you want, like, for instance, 15 minutes to record a video or however long you need, you definitely want phones or tablets so that you can get that peace and quiet that you need to do that. And I mean, you know, like my husband will take them outside or something so I can get through a video. But yeah, tablets are your best friends. They give you that time so that you can get dinner done or get dinner going, or, you know, take the laundry out, that allow you to not be called every 5 minutes for something. Although you still get called pretty often. But yeah, I mean, I still think tablets are your best friend when you have a large family. Number 7 would be that babysitters are hard to find. And that's actually one of the original reasons that we moved from South Carolina to back to Michigan, is that, like, the babysitting situation. And, you know, now I got people who I know will watch my kids, but I don't ask very often because it is a lot of work to watch 4 kids. And most of the people who can, they're only one person, and I know how overwhelming it can be. But still, finding babysitters is hard. And none of my kids go to daycare except when I go to the gym every week. And then it's just the 2 younger ones. But yeah, I kind of understand that part though, because that is 4 kids and just one person. But yeah, finding babysitters is hard. My mom will sometimes take them at least, you know, a couple times a year. She'll take all 4 of them to give me and husband a break from, you know, just the relentlessness of children. But other than that, you know, we really don't have anybody who will really watch all 4 of them for an extended period. My last and final one, number 8, is that there is always moments to cherish every day. Cherish every day. Sorry, I can't talk. Which I'm sure is true for anybody. But, you know, when you're having a bad day, or, you know, all 4 of the kids are just seem like they're in a really fighting and not listening, getting long mood, they'll still always do something to just melt your heart and make you smile and just be like, oh. But yeah, that would be my number 8, is there's always moments to cherish every day. And, you know, I guess that could be taken in any text of life, but I thought that would be a good place to leave off this list. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please push that like button down below. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button over here. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that you will get updated whenever I post a new video. I post 2 or 3 every week. And next week's videos are going to be another cleaning video for you guys and probably a grocery haul. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure you get notified about those things. And it's Friday today, so I hope you guys have a good weekend. And we'll see you later. Bye!